Hello everybody! That's right, I'm back! I told you it wouldn't be 6 months until the next video. Heck, it wasn't even 6 days! Although I guess this doesn't really count as a Beardicus episode, so maybe it doesn't... whatever. Anyway, today, I'm going to be talking about my E3 2019 predictions. And, in addition to that, I'm going to be... I shouldn't sit in the very center here. There we go. I'm going to be off-center because over here-ish, somewhere, is going to be a bingo board. I'm going to be doing one of those bingo prediction type things. Right? And, oh yeah, there it is. See? And as you can see, every space is blank, which means that I already win. Because... Or would that mean that I can't win? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, it's a joke. Okay? So, I'm going to be filling in each space as I'm talking about them. And we're going to start with the middle square. Because if you've ever seen a bingo board, you'd know that the middle square is the free space. But, you know, a free space that's kind of lame. I'm not using a free space. Or at least, not technically. It's not really a free space, it's a space that's almost free. But there is technically a chance that I might not get it. And that space is this one. Retire. If you can't tell what that is, I should stop doing that because the board is probably over. There we go. If you can't tell what that is, it's a picture of F-Zero X, I believe, for the N64. F-Zero-X. And that is the retirement screen when you, like, fly off the course and you crash or whatever. You retire. And that basically means that I'm saying F-Zero is retired. F-Zero will not be at the show. I'm spending way too much time explaining the free space. F-Zero is not going to be at the show. I'm going to extend that to Mother 3. I couldn't think of a good way to include Mother 3 in the picture, so I just left it at that. Anyway, the free space, F-Zero and Mother 3 are not going to be at the presentation. That's it. Okay? That's the whole thing. Okay. I got some notes over here, by the way. See, here's my clipboard. Can't show you the notes because that'd be spoilers. But I've already made the bingo board. So I know the order that I have to reveal everything, so I have to read off the list to make sure that I don't say it in the wrong order. Anyway, the first space, the first real space, is going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Downloadable Content Pack reveal trailer. We're going to get the next character revealed. But, like I said, I don't want a free space, and that's way too obvious of a guess. So I'm going to say that we're actually going to get the next 2 packs. So we're going to learn characters 2 and 3. And if 3 doesn't get revealed, doesn't count. I don't get to mark it off unless both characters 2 and 3 are revealed. If character 3 is revealed but character 2 isn't, for some reason, I'm still going to count that. And then the next space, over here more, is going to be more, basically more of that. So I'm going to explain now why I think characters 2 and 3 are going to be revealed. Why they have to announce 2 characters. And that's because the first character they're going to announce is going to be kind of a not highly anticipated character. I'm talking, of course, about Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Edelgard. Okay? I am doubling down on my Smash Ultimate DLC predictions list. Edelgard and Rayman are going to be the 2 characters announced. As you can see, there's a picture of Edelgard. You can't see. My hand is behind it. As you can see... Wait, where would it be? It's over here, I think. So, as you can see over here... Can't see my... As you can see on the recently revealed square, there's a big picture of Edelgard. And then above her head is the name Rayman. And that's because I couldn't find a good picture of Rayman. I couldn't find a good picture of Rayman that was transparent. Like, the background was transparent. and I'm garbage with Photoshop, which you probably know if you've ever looked at any of my thumbnails. So instead of making a subpar Rayman, I just put his name in there. Anyway, prediction 2 is that Edelgard and Rayman are going to be revealed. Both of them, by the way. This isn't one or the other. This is both of them. Okay, after that, this next one's nice and short. Super Mario Maker 2 is going to get like a last-minute trailer. It's going to convince literally 0 people to buy the game because everybody is already going to buy the game. But, it's going to be featured. It's probably not going to be a long trailer. That's not part of the bingo thing. That's just me talking. It's just me making conversation while I read the next name. This next one probably should have been revealed before Mario Maker because it kind of ties into the DLC. But Fire Emblem Three Houses is also going to have a trailer. Which makes more sense because the Fire Emblem Three Houses is probably going to have a dedicated section. Okay, so I'm guessing this. It's always over my hands. Just imagine that my finger is pointing at whatever square I want it to be pointing at right now. I don't remember where the Three Houses square is on the board, so I can't actually even try to point at it. But the Fire Emblem Three Houses, it's not going to be a trailer. My prediction for the bingo board is that it's not just a trailer, it's a dedicated section of the direct, of the presentation, the E3 presentation. I want to sit more to the side here. Because I feel like that might be too... Doesn't matter. Whatever. So Three Houses is going to get its own dedicated section of the trailer because it comes out next month, and we don't know that much about it. There's been some reveals in, like... What's that website? Famitsu? I mean, magazine? It's like a Japanese thing. I don't know. Anyway, there have been some reveals, but they've all been Japanese as far as I know. So, I think we kind of need a bit of a blowout here. Speaking of which... Well, not really speaking of which. But Luigi's Mansion 3, I also believe is going to get a trailer. And Luigi's Mansion 3 gets 2 spaces on the board. The second one being what I call a Luigi's Mansion 3 bonus bingo. And bonus bingo... I don't know where to put it. Just squeeze it. You can just put it on my face. Whatever. It'll just make it more pleasant to look at the video. So this here is the Luigi's Mansion bonus bingo board. You'll notice it's only a 3x3. And if I can get, so it's more of a tic-tac-toe board. But if I can successfully get tic-tac-toe, then I will be able to mark or check off the bonus bingo square on the actual bingo board. And the 9 spaces for Luigi's Mansion 3 are... Okay, number 1. Gooigi and the Polterpup are going to appear in the trailer. And it will be revealed that the Polterpup is going to act as a sort of helper that you can control to help you solve puzzles. Okay, next, Mario, Peach, and Toad. I almost said Luigi, Peach, and Toad. Mario, Peach, and Toad. Well, I mean, Luigi's also going to be in the trailer. So, okay, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad are all shown in the trailer. Their roles, except for Luigi's, their roles are not going to be specified. But they are going to be in the trailer. If their roles are specified, it doesn't count. The middle square here is a little bit more ambiguous. This one's kind of like a Mad Lib, okay? I predict that the Luigi's Mansion 3 trailer is going to have someone say something to the effect of, help Luigi, verb, King Boo's, adjective, place. So the place is specifically going to be something like a hotel, tower. So an example of what I'm saying is that it's going to say, the trailer's going to say something like, help Luigi escape King Boo's haunted tower. Something like that. But I left a few blanks in there because there is some variance in what they could say. This next one's pretty much a given. There are going to be more ghost designs are going to be revealed. Because in the teaser trailer, they only showed off the one type of ghost. And that had better not be the only ghost in the game. Mini bosses. Mini bosses are going to be revealed. They're going to be similar to the portrait ghosts from the original game, which is why I used Neville here. I keep pointing right here. Like, I thought I was joking when I said that before. But maybe, I guess I really am going to put the board over my face. So that's why I use Neville, because it's going to be similar to the portrait ghosts, but unique. It's not going to be this, it's going to be, what's the word that I used in my draft? Oh, shoot, I don't have it. It's going to be similar to, but distinct from the portraits. That was it. Let's see, where was I? Oh, okay, this one's a bit of a downer, but, you have to predict these kind of things because they happen so often. The release date is going to be delayed until next year, specifically March 13th, 2020. The fact that just before I sat down to record this, I found out that we are going to, well, we aren't, but Luigi's Mansion 3 is going to be playable at E3, which means it's probably pretty close to being done. So, it's probably not going to be delayed, but I don't think it's fair to change my predictions. Especially since I already made the board. So, from my perspective, as of last night, all of my predictions were final. So even though a couple of things don't really seem likely anymore, I'm sticking with everything that I already had written down. The next one is the Scarescraper. Not exactly the Scarescraper though, but I predict there's going to be an arcade mode similar to the Scarescraper. It's going to be playable multiplayer, and they might not specify this part, but I also think it's going to be playable single player. And I mean, yes, technically, you could play the Scarescraper single player. I would know. I played it single player for like 20 hours, trying to catch all the stupid Scarescraper specific ghosts. That was the stupidest thing about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Everybody always says that they hate the missions. The way it's mission-based gameplay. But I hated that to complete it 100%, I had to do the Scarescraper by myself for 20 hours. It wasn't actually 20 hours. That's called an exaggeration. It's called hyperbole. But it took a very long time, and it felt like 20 years. Where was I? Scarescraper. Okay, this one's, like, I've already come to terms with the fact that this one's not gonna happen, but it doesn't feel right to do a prediction video without trying to guess the name of a currently unnamed game. So, I'm guessing that the title for Luigi's Mansion 3 is going to be revealed, but that's not the prediction here. The prediction is that it's going to be called Luigi's Mansion Forgotten Tower. Towers. I am going to take a little leeway room. If somehow I'm right, it doesn't matter if it's tower or towers. I'm going to accept it. It's not going to happen. And as you can tell, I'm terrible at coming up with titles. If I ever make a game, don't let me name it, because it will have a terrible name. Also, I kind of wish that I had chosen to reveal this one before the title, because it ties into what I was saying about arcade mode, about the potential arcade mode. Well, more about the Scarescraper. the mission-based gameplay of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the one that I mentioned earlier, that is not coming back. Okay, so those are all 9 squares, so now we can get back to the actual bingo board. So get that out of here. Everyone wants to see my face. I know you don't, it was a joke. Okay, next is Animal Crossing 5. We'll also get a trailer, and guess what? More bonus bingo! Okay, let's just jump right into it, because this is because I'm rambling a lot. I know, I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's who I am. I'm a rambler. How many squares have I revealed so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're not even at 10 yet. So we've still got a ways to go before we're halfway done here. Okay, so Animal Crossing bingo. You're not putting it on my face this time. Okay, we can bring the main board back when we're done with Animal Crossing. Okay, number 1. Isabelle is going to be, like, the main focus of the trailer. Well, like, obviously the game is going to be the main focus. It's not going to be Isabelle's trailer. But Isabelle is going to be, like... Narrator isn't really the right word. I guess guide? She's going to be, like, kind of guiding us through all the new features and stuff. Speaking of Isabelle, KK is going to come back. Peace. KK is going to come back. And, I mean, I'm not saying... The prediction isn't that KK is going to be in the game. The prediction is that KK is going to be in the trailer, and the trailer is going to reveal KK's new gig. You know how, like, in every game he's got a different role? The first time he was just playing guitar by the train station. Then he was a DJ. Then he was playing in the Roost, I think. I didn't play City Folk very much. I have City Folk. I'm getting distracted. And then New Leaf, he was in Club LOL. We're gonna see, like, where he plays in this game, which I predict... I predict that it's gonna be on stage. We're gonna be able to get a stage in the game. This isn't part of the prediction. I'm just thinking of this now. You know what? It's gonna be the prediction now. This whole thing is part of the prediction. So we're gonna get a stage, and not only will KK play on Saturday nights, but if you go other times of the week, sometimes other people will be performing there. So, that, like, as opposed to Club LOL in New Leaf, which as far as I know had 2 purposes. You either go on a Saturday night to see KK play live, or you go any other time, or just during the day. Was there something to do there at night? I don't know. But I'm gonna guess not. I know that during the day you could give what's-his-face some food and then he'd teach you like a new emotion. Shrunk. Dr. Shrunk. Where was I? There's going to be new Amiibo, and they're going to confirm the compatibility of old Amiibo and Amiibo cards. They're actually... reverse the order of that. They're going to confirm the compatibility first, and then they're going to show off some new Amiibo, which would really tie into something that I say way later, box number 8. But I guess we'll just come back to that, because like I said, I've already made the board, and the order that everything gets revealed is already kind of determined, so... Jump cut? What jump cut? You're just seeing things. Okay, where was I? Okay, so this one's a bit more of a stretch, but you are not going to be the mayor in this game. Now, the reason I think that is because being the mayor kind of worked in New Leaf, because it was a handheld game, so everybody was kind of... Okay, well, yeah. Technically, the Switch is also a handheld console, but it's also a console. So, New Leaf, you're kind of it's easier to expect one person to play New Leaf, and that's it. The new one for the Switch, I think it's more likely to be like a family game. So everybody's going to kind of be playing on the same file. And yes, obviously every profile is going to get its own file, but I think that people would rather, people might be more inclined to play on the same file with the rest of their family, right? So anyway, the point is that I think that they're going to expect more than one person to play on a file, and they're going to want everyone to get the full experience, because in New Leaf, if you weren't the first player in the town, then you were not the mayor, and you couldn't really do anything. You couldn't do anything with the public ordinances. Is that? No. With the public works projects and the ordinances, those are two different things. Which means if you weren't the first player in the town, you kind of missed half of the game. So anyway, the point is, you're not going to be the mayor in this game. I think the trailer is going to announce there are over X fish and bugs to collect. X obviously being a variable, they're going to say like there are over 80 types of fish and bugs to collect in this game. Or more, probably more. I don't know. I haven't seen the trailer yet. What do you think, I'm a time traveler? That was just the one video where I made a joke about being a time traveler. I completely lost my point. Okay. The release date, unlike Luigi's Mansion, I don't think Animal Crossing is going to get delayed. Oh god, I swear if these dates get reversed, if these dates get reversed, by the way, it doesn't count. It can't count. That's not how it works. That's not how a prediction works. But anyway, Animal Crossing, I think, is going to release on November 8th this year, 2019. And the reason I was saying that thing about if the dates get reversed between this game and Luigi's Mansion is because Luigi's Mansion, as far as I know, Luigi's Mansion is confirmed to be playable at E3. Animal Crossing is not. So, if one of them is going to get delayed, it's probably Animal Crossing. But like I said, every prediction is final. I can't change them now. They were finalized last night. I can't read this next one. Okay. It's because I was abbreviating. I abbreviated New Leaf to NL, and I could not figure out what that meant. Okay, I got it. Okay. This game is going to take New Leaf's concept to the extreme. And what I mean by that, obviously, I'm not referring to being mayor. What I am referring to is the public works projects. You know, the way you could kind of add things to your town. I think this game is going to take that to the extreme. Your town is going to start with nothing. Okay, it's going to start with some things. It's going to have a plaza, town hall, the Nookling Junction, Tom Nook. But it's going to be, otherwise it's going to be a pretty lame place. It's going to be a small little place. I forgot what other details. Oh, and they're only going to be like 3 or 4 people who can move in at a time. But then you're gonna start setting up all these new public works projects. You're gonna pay for them by yourself because that's how the game works. And as you start building up your town, it'll expand. More villagers will move in. Yada yada yada. It'll be a lot more rewarding than New Leaf, where the only difference was, hey, now we have a bench. Okay, yeah, I know there was more to it than that. Some public works projects were rewarding. I can't really think of any off. The Roost, right? That was a cool addition, I guess. Okay, now we're going back to whatever I was. Remember way back when I said, "Oh man, this kind of ties into that thing I said later." I don't remember what the context was for me saying that, because I was like, what, 5 minutes ago? I don't have that kind of a memory. What was I saying? Right, so I'm tying that other thing I said into this thing that I'm saying, and that is that a new villager type is going to be revealed. I really want Like, fingers crossed, I want it to be an alien. But it's not. It's probably not going to be an alien. Also, the alien thing leads into a whole different prediction I have for this game. It's got nothing to do with the bingo board, but I think it would be so cool if you could go to the moon for some reason. And that Animal Crossing game, by the way, which is going to be my prediction for Animal Crossing 6 on the Nintendo... I don't know, I was hoping I'd think of a clever name for something. I couldn't, though. I don't know if you heard that, but if you did, that's my air conditioner. It's too hot in here to not have it on. I know it's unprofessional. I don't care. I'm hot. What was I saying? I should change the name of this channel. You know what? I should name these videos, these rambling videos, to What Was I Saying? That's going to be the name of this series. What was I saying? So I mentioned the aliens, the moon, something. Right, okay. So Animal Crossing 6, the one after the one that's going to be revealed next week, is going to be called Animal Crossing Far From Home, and you're going to be able to go to space. I don't know why I would think that, but I think that. And finally, the last prediction for Animal Crossing is obviously the title, and I've already predicted Animal Crossing 6's title. Animal Crossing 5 is going to be called Animal Crossing Humble Beginnings. Okay, get out of here. And we can bring this one back. There we go. Okay, and don't worry, that's it for the bonus bingo boards. The miniature bonus bingos. Bonus bingo board. Huh. That's alliterative. I did that on purpose. Okay, next is Mario Golf. I don't have a prediction for this game's name. I predict that they're not going to announce its title. It's just going to be like a little teaser. A little teeny tiny teaser. And I'm going to call it Mario Golf Camelot's Last Stand. Because if Camelot messes this one up, I'm done. I'm not buying any more Mario sports games from them. Okay? Mario Tennis Aces was the second to last straw. That being said, it's going to have RPG elements similar to Mario Tennis Aces, so I already don't have high hopes going in. I'm really convincing myself to not give them this last chance, but I'm going to stick with it. Like I said, all predictions are final. I can't change my mind. Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's a little bit misleading on the label, because it's not actually Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's going to be the third game in the Donkey Kong Country Returns trilogy. Oh. That was a little power surge because my air conditioner, the aforementioned air conditioner. What was I saying? The third game in the Donkey Kong Country Returns trilogy is going to be revealed. I don't know. A lot of. Okay, I'm going to be honest. We've hit the point where I've run out of ideas. So I'm just kind of throwing a whole bunch of ideas at the wall and seeing if any of them stick. Let's see. Pikmin 4 teaser. That's pretty self-explanatory. Game & Watch Gallery Deluxe. I really, really want this one. Okay? I don't know how many of you youngins know what a Game & Watch Gallery is. I don't know how many of you know what a Game & Watch is. Game & Watch is not just the name of that weird stick figure flat 2D guy from Super Smash Bros. He actually used to have games. Back before Mario had games. They were called Game & Watches. There were these little teeny tiny things. I don't know why I'm saying this like I knew them. They're older than I am. But I had one. I had Donkey Kong Jr. And it was like this little tiny Game Boy. Actually, do I have my Game Boy? I don't have my actual Game Boy here, I guess. Yeah, this is my my air conditioning remote. This kind of looks like a Game Boy. Imagine it was slightly smaller and green. That's what it looked like. And it had fewer buttons and a bigger screen. That's about as animated as the screen was, though. 74. It's not set to 74. That's weird. What was I saying? I don't mean to keep saying that. I promise. It just comes out because I keep losing my train of thought. Okay, Game & Watch Gallery. So basically, Game & Watch Gallery was just a big compilation of a bunch of Game & Watch games, and then they made modernized versions of the mini games, and it was a lot of fun. I grew up with the Game & Watch galleries, not the Game & Watches themselves, but Game & Watch Gallery. I had 2 and 3. I have since bought 4. I never played 1 though. Again, distracted. Focus. Game & Watch Gallery. My prediction is that they're going to announce a Game & Watch Gallery for the Switch, and it's going to be all of the other Game & Watch games, the Game & Watch Gallery games, all in one big compilation. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm trying to say. Also, fun fact, Luigi's first appearance was in Game & Watch. Mario Brothers Game & Watch game predates the Mario Brothers arcade game by a few months. And that's good because the Game & Watch Mario Brothers is... Sorry. The Game & Watch Mario Brothers game is way more fun than the Mario Brothers arcade game. Mario Brothers is the best Game & Watch game, just in general. Game & Watch go. Okay, next, no Pokemon. Now, this seems a little... They've already announced that Pokemon is going to be playable at E3. Technically doesn't prove me wrong yet. It's still possible they're not going to feature it at all in the actual presentation. It'll definitely be in the treehouse, but it might not be in the presentation. So I'm not necessarily saying that I have to take the L on this one yet. Because obviously they just had the Pokemon Direct, so they don't really need to show anything else in the presentation. So I'm sticking to my guns on that one. I don't think Pokemon's going to be in the presentation. Likewise, Metroid is also not going to be in the presentation. That's Metroid Prime 4 and 2D Metroid games. Neither of them are going to be featured, which Metroid Prime 4, that's obvious because they just restarted a few months ago, right? When was that? I think it was a few months ago. It was less than a year, surely. Right? God, I feel like I need to look this up now. Where's my phone? Doesn't matter. Metroid Amiibo. Okay, they're going to reveal a few new Switch... Okay, we'll go back to the Amiibo one first. They're going to show off new Amiibo. Okay, this isn't counting the Animal Crossing Amiibo. I mentioned that, right? Right, I remember. And I was like, you gotta switch the order. Anyway, yeah, so they're gonna reveal new Amiibo. That's about it. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about that. But I will clarify that it's new Amiibo, not related to Animal Crossing. Sorry, I got distracted. There's gonna be a new Switch bundle. I haven't been keeping track of which ones haven't been revealed, but Mario Maker, why not? 3 Houses, Fire Emblem, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, any of those could get one. They're going to announce another stupid online perk that literally nobody cares about. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the video, but I think this one's all the way at the top. I can't really point at it because the thing on... Okay, the stupid online perk... Actually, is that over here? You're going to know where it is. Anyway, it's kind of hard to see. It might be kind of hard to see. I I can't see it in the video. That's not how this works. I haven't edited yet, but there's a little trash icon on the question mark block because I'm very clever. SNES is coming to online. That is a perk that people will care about. Okay, now I mentioned the DLC from Super Smash Bros. Not counting that, there are going to be exactly 3 mentions of DLC. 3 mentions. Okay, that means if there are 2, doesn't count. If there are 4, doesn't count. It's got to be exactly 3. Now that I say that out loud, it kind of seems like I'm underestimating, but predictions are final. What jump cut? Ha ha ha, you're seeing things. Okay, then after, at this point in the presentation, this would be around the point where they're gonna say, okay, and that's everything. Oh wait, no it isn't, because my next prediction is that they're going to do that. Oh, and here's one more thing. You know, the thing they always do. That should have been the free space, really. And here we go, and one that's fingers crossed. This one's crossing into wishful thinking. I think that they're going to reveal a teaser for Super Mario Odyssey 2. But it's not just going to be Super Mario Odyssey. Luigi's going to be playable, and they're not going to reveal it yet, but Princess Peach is also going to be playable. There are going to be all new costumes. Well, none of this is going to be revealed. They might reveal a few new costumes. They're going to reveal new locations, or a new location at least. There's going to be a section. There's going to be at least one game. I don't know. I didn't really end the Mario Odyssey part, but I finished everything there. I know it sounded like I still had more to say, but I didn't. So anyway, next, there's going to be at least 2 games that they're going to say it's available right after this presentation is over, or some other time today. It's going to be available today. It's going to happen at least twice. I'm not being specific on that one. Okay, you need to give me a little bit of leeway room. I'm being too specific most of the time. I need a little bit of leeway. Okay, so it's going to happen at least twice. Speaking of at least twice, there are going to be, well, this one's not at least, this one is exact. There are going to be exactly 2 cringes. 2 cringy moments in this presentation. And, yeah, that's about it. Except for, of course, the last tile. And there is only one thing that could possibly be the last tile for me. Ice Climber. It's coming back. I'm calling it. It is coming back. And it's gonna be revived in a similar vein to Kid Icarus Uprising. It's gonna be called Ice Climber Meltdown. It's gonna be like a comedic platformer adventure where instead of Pit and Palutena talking, it's gonna be like Popo and Nana talking. And they're both gonna be playable. They're going to have slightly different stats and abilities, but it's basically just gonna be like, you know, it's just gonna be like the difference between Mario and Luigi, that kind of thing. You can play as one of them the entire time. You can play as the other one the entire time. You can switch back and forth. It doesn't matter. Point is, Ice Climber Meltdown, it's coming. It's gonna be announced this year. It's coming out next year, 2020, in November. The end of November of next year. I don't know what day that is offhand, but that's not going to be announced yet. So that's not part of my prediction. The prediction is just a teaser for Ice Climber Meltdown. Name is not going to be mentioned. It's just going to be Ice Climber or Ice Climbers. But the final name next year, Ice Climber Meltdown. You heard it here first. And that should be all 25. I hope that's all 25, because if not, I forgot to write something down, and I'm not going to be able to say it because that's not how editing works. It is exactly how editing works. But that's not how being lazy works. Anyway, hopefully I got this up by Saturday. That's my goal, but I had to wait a bit longer than I wanted to record this because my neighbors are redoing their driveway and they were jackhammering right outside of my window all day! All day! So I couldn't record before this, so I'm recording later than I wanted to, which gives me less time to edit than I wanted. Also, I'm kind of lazy, as you can tell from the fact that I didn't make any videos for 6 months. I regret saying that part out loud. This should be up by Saturday. That's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, right, that's the Nintendo Direct is Tuesday. Why am I rambling again? On Tuesday, we're going to know what I got right and what I got wrong. Or more accurately, we're going to know that I got nothing right and everything wrong. Because that's how my predictions go, because I think it's more fun to make stupid predictions. Ice Climber Meltdown is gonna happen! What jump cut? You're a jump cut! I don't think there's really anything else to say, actually. So I guess, tune in on Tuesday, hopefully, for my reactions, where I will be very disappointed in how well I did on this bingo board. I think I nailed it. Super bingo, all 25 squares. Super bingo.